When it comes to moving into a new dorm, it's just like moving into a new house. The only difference is it isn't as exciting, okay? But you still gotta wonder who it is that's bunked next to you. Are you gonna get along with your neighbors? Are the police gonna be on your trail now that you're the new person around? Are all eyes gonna be on you? You know, as soon as you walk in, everyone's looking at you, staring at you, wondering who the new dude is. That's what it's gonna be like when it's time for you to move from dorm to dorm.
Hold down, man. Suitcase this, my cell phone and my charger don't walk with a limp. Get it knocked off or missing, you gon' get it. Next time I see your ass, you gon' leave airlifted.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Kfrogtv. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and hit that like, subscribe button, and make sure you hit the notification bell so you can see it first. I know I said I wasn't gonna drop no videos for a couple days because I'm actually in the process of moving. So this gonna actually be our very last one in this location, all right? This was the actual last room to be moved. And it's literally pure empty right now. Got me feeling like I'm in the movie Titanic. Hello? Can anybody hear me? Is anybody out there? All right. So I just figured, I put one more together right here. And perfect topic to speak on is what it is like when you're moving into a new dorm in prison. Okay? I know on the West Coast, they might not call them dorms. They might call them blocks, or, they got different ways of pronouncing shit than we do on the East Coast. But down here, we call them dorms, quads, whether it's a T building, a two-man cell, a butterfly dorm, or an open bay dorm. No matter what it is, we say dorms, all right? Now, of course, when you move into a new dorm, all eyes are going to be on you, all right? Especially if you got out of confinement, and you're freshly like on that pound, or if you ain't been on the pound for at least 30 to 45, maybe 60 days, all eyes are gonna be on you no matter what you do, okay? As soon as you walk in, everyone's gonna look at you. They're gonna try to get a feel of you. They wanna see how you do your time. They wanna see if you're on that ratchet jitterbug, just turn up, like causing attention stuff, or if you're on that more adult, laid back, just chill, that'll do more than just cutting. That'll actually try to take you up out of the game for good. You feel me? They're gonna see how you do your time. You feel me? All eyes are gonna be on you. They want to make sure you're not a rat. They want to make sure you ain't writing kites on people. They want to make sure you ain't messing with punks. They want to make sure you're not always in the police face. All that. And when you get out of confinement, it always feels good. So I want to give a damn what dorm they put me in. Boy, you fresh out of the box. So if anyone's ever been to jail before, when you get out of confinement, that's the feeling that you get. The same as when you're released from jail. So even though you're in prison, you're already locked up. But when you get out of confinement, you literally feel like you just got out of jail. You see what I'm saying? And you feel good as hell. Boy, I'm walking a pound. Boy, I'm finna get some sun. Boy, I'm up out of that room. I'm not in that cell no more. Boy, I'm finna go to this dorm. I don't give a damn what dorm they put me in. And I remember one time when I was being released from confinement, one of the officers at Charlotte CI were like, "You're going to E dorm." I said, "E dorm?" They were like, "E2." I said, "Oh, all right." They said, "Yeah, they don't make music videos over there." You feel me? Because he had seen that I would have my little music shit on YouTube. So, little shit like that. I've also had them when I was getting out of the box. They make you sign this form. And sign the form is to where, like, you didn't damage the room. You're signing it. You left it. You left it. You didn't break nothing, basically. And one of the officers was like, "Let me get your autograph, K-Frog." You feel me? And I had to sign the form and shit. So I know how it is to get out of the box and get put in different dorms. I don't give a damn what dorm it is. I'm happy to be out of confinement. Straight up. Now, if you weren't in confinement and you get moved to a different dorm, it does suck. Because, of course, you're comfortable already. You already done had your homeboys. You already done had things going on. Got shit in rotation, whether it's money, whether it's extortion. No matter what it is, you have it all in rotation already. So you're going to be able to wheel and deal and still continue to have shit in rotation from where you're at. But it just like throws a couple more obstacles in the way. So instead of going like this, now you got to go like this in order to get the same shit that you was getting by just going like that. You understand? It just throws things in the way and it makes it a little trickier. You feel me? But I've seen a lot of people that get moved into dorms get flipped. Literally, like they'll come in and people will play all buddy with them just to see how they are. Next thing you know, they're getting cut, hit with a lock instantly, just because they got something that other people want. That's the thing. When you move into a new dorm, you never know who you are getting placed near. You don't know who's in that dorm. You might get put in a dorm with 90 people and 89 of them can care less who you are and cannot even worry about you and ain't even on that fuckery. But there can be one person in there that locks eyes on you that does his time totally different. He might want to cop a feel, you know what I'm saying? Or he might want to rob, or he might want to try to extort, or he might just want to try to grid you for no reason. You know, make your time rough, you know, steal from you. Whatever it is, you don't really know what you're getting yourself into when you go into a dorm. It doesn't matter if you were on that compound a couple years. When you get out and get put in a dorm, you're going to know people in that dorm, of course. But shit rotates like this. Every single day, compounds are flipping and flipping and flipping. So just because you know a couple people in that dorm don't mean nothing. Literally. I mean, they may be able to stamp it to where you're good. No one's going to try to rob you or try to beat you up or anything like that. But as far as they're not going to be able to control what's on someone else's mind. You see what I'm saying? So it's always a tricky situation when you get put in a new dorm. Because I've seen people at Calhoun, when I was at Calhoun in the Panhandle, in Bluntstown, I've seen people at Calhoun that was there for 8 years. 8 years now. Finally land in our dorm, which was G dorm, gangland. You feel me? They land over in G dorm. Nothing but jitterbugs, 25 and under. And they'd land over here and shit like that. And they'd be older and all. And they're like, I don't know why I landed in the JIT dorm. I don't know why I landed over here. And they didn't care that they were there for 8 years. People were robbing them, beating them up for their watches, busting their locks open just to get inside their locker. You see what I'm saying? And everyone knew who they were. Everyone knew, oh, he's on the maintenance squad, bro. He's been here forever, bro. The officers don't even fuck with him. Everyone knows he's good business. You know, he's cool people. But you can't stop someone else from doing what they plan on doing to someone. You understand? It's none of your business in prison at the end of the day. You feel me? So when you got to get moved into a different dorm, it's always like you got to have your antennas up. Literally. Because your ass get too comfortable and you start thinking shit's sweet and you think it can't happen to you. And then 9 times out of 10, that shit will happen to you. Straight up. Because people walk around with their chest out. They think they the shit. They think because they've been to 5, 6, 7, 8 different institutions that, oh, this shit ain't nothing different. Boy, I done been to all these institutions. That don't mean nothing. Literally. Because down here in the state of Florida, you got people that been to different institutions. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I only been to 3 permanent institutions. I went through all the reception centers, which is a process you have to go through in order to get from down south to the Panhandle. I went through all the reception centers and landed at Calhoun. Then from there, went through all the reception centers back down, because it's a process, you have to. Charlotte. Transferred from there, went back to a reception center, DeSoto. And I ended my sentence in DeSoto. All right, now, you have a lot of people that, I've been to 12 institutions in Florida. Or man, I've been to 17 institutions, 12 institutions. 9 times out of 10, people who've been to that many institutions checked in before. Literally. Because here I did a 5-year sentence and I only went to 3. All right? And I know everyone else's is different. But if you did like 20 years, 25, 30 years, and then you've been to a couple, then all right. You feel me? But if you ain't do more than 10 years in prison and you done been to 8, 9, 10 camps, put 2 and 2 together, man. Straight up. And that's what it is, you feel me? But you'll have people who think and walk around in prison with their chest out that they've been to all these different institutions. You know, so they'll think, oh, I'll be straight in this dorm. You feel me? I'm known. I know 12 people in this dorm, bro. They know me from other camps. That shit don't mean nothing. anytime you get moved into a new dorm, your antenna's finna go up. If not, then you're just deer meat. That's what we call it. You're deer meat, bro. You're just right there, bro. Deer meat, waiting to be eaten. You feel me? So, when you're in the county jail, for instance, if anyone that's watching this has been in the county jail, you know how it is if you're in a dorm and say your custody drops. So now they tell you, hey, pack it up, you're moving to a different quad, which this is how they do it down here in Broward, all right? Pack it up, man, your custody drop, you moving to a different, like, damn, bro, I ain't trying to move to no different quad, bro. Why? Because your time's flying. You finally got that shit in rotation. You finally got it to where you're like, all right, this is where I'm at. This time's flying. Now your ass is moving to another place, even though the custody is lower, even though, you know, it dropped, doesn't mean you're safe. Because believe it or not, down here in Broward County, like when I was in Paul Ryan and Conti and North Broward and all the jails we have down here in Broward, I was at Conti one time and my custody dropped. Once it dropped, they moved me from the felony to like a misdemeanor dorm. And I was thinking like, man, that shit's probably cake. You feel me? I'm thinking like, man, that shit probably ain't misdemeanors, bro. Like, let's be real. Every time I called a felony, I called a misdemeanor. You know what I'm saying? Like, misdemeanors ain't no threat. But that shit goes through so fast. And it's rotating every single day. It's like transit. Because people are coming in and bonding out. Coming in and bonding out. Going to court if they can't bond out. And getting ROR'd, which is released on own reconscience. That's what it is. They're released on their own reconscience. You feel me? That's what ROR means. And so you got the whole dorms flipping every single day. And man, that shit there was like processing to the main jail. I seen so many different people come in and I'm like, bro, how am I in here on a misdemeanor? You know what I'm saying? And what it was is the charge I was on a VOP for dropped. You get what I'm saying? I violated probation with a new charge. So once the new charge dropped, I was just held with no bond. You feel me? Because I violated my probation and revoked my, you know what I'm saying, my shit with the new charge. So once that dropped, now I have no charge. Y'all have me in here with the felons. Even though I'm on felony probation, I don't have a new charge. You see what I'm saying? And they had me in that shit for like 45 days. Had me in a 6-man cell. Every single time someone would go to court, they're leaving. Even if they didn't go to court. They wake up in the morning, bonding out. People got $50 bond, $100 bonds, which down here, it's $100 minimum. So even if your bond's $50, you still got to pay $100 to get out. If it's 1,000, 10%, it's 100. You get what I'm saying? And it was like this, rotate. And you see so many different people, so many different characters, and so many different individuals that shit was like more serious than the felonies. The felonies, people been there a while. People are there. The bunks are filled in the county jail. But that transit, that misdemeanor shit, people were coming in and out. I seen more fights in the misdemeanor side than I did in the felony section. Why? Because in the felony section, people know they're going to be there a while and they're going to have to go do that box time. No one wants to go to the box. You see what I'm saying? So you can never take it for granted or underestimate what dorm you get put in. You see what I'm saying? Just like prison. They got some dorms, it depends on what camp you're on, where they got old timers dorms. It could be a dorm full of old people and you get put in that dorm. You're a young buck. Or you could be an old man, depending on who you are. And you get put in that dorm with them old people. People will look at it, man, I don't want to go to that dorm, man, all them old people, bro. Man, you don't know. Some of them old people in there, boy, they don't play their radio, you understand? Some of them old people like that, bro, they'll tell you one time, hey, bro, it's lights out, you feel me? Stop being so loud, bro. We got to work in the morning. And people be over there still being loud and all this shit. Old school, get up middle of the night and wet you up. Don't play the radio. You don't know what that man's in there for. You can't just judge it because it's an old folks dorm. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. Because they'll throw little things in your mind that'll curve you off of what the fuck's really going on in prison. Make you think, oh, this throwback, old school ass dorm, bro. I ain't got nothing to worry about in here, bro. This shit's whack, bro. This shit's boring as hell. Yeah, okay. It can be boring. You feel me? But it can also be dangerous. And like I said, you could be placed around someone you don't even know. You're sitting here thinking about hanging out all night, being loud, and you ain't that loud is what you're thinking. But that dude over there's thinking, we ain't had some loudmouth ass person in this dorm in the last 3 years. I hate when they come in here. They could be over there dwelling on it. Looks like they're asleep. Got their towel wrapped around their face and they sleeping like this and shit. Really, they're laying right there thinking about getting up and busting you with a master lock. You know what I'm saying? And that's the type of shit that happens. You feel me? So you got to always be ready for it. And never think just because you know someone in that dorm, you'll be straight. Literally. And like I said in the intro, it's just like moving into a new house. Like the new house that I've just moved into. Okay? It's just like that. I don't know my neighbors. You feel me? I don't know how the police are over there. I don't know how it is. I don't know who's going to be watching me. I know everyone's going to be watching me, though. You know, you got to get the feel of it. And when you're in prison, you don't get to pick who you get put next to. You can pick who they put next to you. Like if you don't want him next to you because he got some messed up charges or something like that, or, you know, you want to get his ass from around there, then you're going to have to take action. You still can't pick to where they don't put one with them type of charges next to you. You understand? Stuff like that. Like I can't pick my neighbors. You feel me? This is the streets. This is different. But me moving into this new house is like moving into a new dorm. You understand? You might have been on this side of the compound. You know all the officers that work what shift over here. You know who Security 9 is, the people who run the compound as far as the security officers that run the compound. You know all that over here on that side of the compound. But now you move over here. You might not know what them officers got going on. You might not know who's the crooked ones. You might not know what's what. But one thing you do know is their eyes are on you because you look foreign to them. They can tell who's not from over there. They can tell who isn't over in this dorm every single day. They might think you're violating. They might think you still live on the other side of the compound, not in their dorm because they haven't seen you. And they'll harass you off rip. See what I'm saying? People might think I'm just visiting over here at my new house. They might think I'm over there visiting someone. They're watching me like, who's he over here visiting? You get what I'm saying? So it's kind of like the same thing a little bit, just from the inside and the outside. That's what made me decide to make this video. All right, and like I said, I wasn't going to drop a video. I was going to wait a couple days till I get my setup and everything put together. But I'm starting scratch. I'm starting scratch from no furniture and every single thing. So you get what I'm saying? I'm putting everything together little by little. You feel me? I'm doing all new furniture, all new everything. 3-bedroom house, 2 bath. You feel me? So I was like, you know what? Since it's my last day over here trying to, you know, I got to clean everything in this whole house over here. I'm like, man, I might as well go ahead and drop one more video for y'all so that way y'all ain't got to wait until the next, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I did. But like I said, when it comes to getting moved into a new dorm, it could give you the butterflies. You could be nervous. You know, you're anxious because you're so anxious to get out of confinement. Or you know what I'm saying? You might be in a dorm you can't wait to get out of. So when they tell you to pack it up, you're happy as hell and excited. You're finally moving your dorm because you want to get out of this bogus ass dorm where people try to pick on you, bully on, try to take your shit or whatever it may be. So now they tell you to pack it up. You're going over here to B dorm. Now you're like, all right, hell yeah. You feel good about it. People are going to think, oh, he must know someone over there. Look how happy he is. Really, you're just tired of the shit that's going on in this dorm. You feel me? People might fight all the time. People might cause attention, get caught smoking or whatever it is, you know, and you might have a cell phone, so it might be hard to hide it. So you feel like that other dorm's more sweet, you know, so you're happy and excited that you're going over there now. And then over there could be worse than where you just was. Straight up. And that's how it is. And then officers pick and choose, you know. So if there's 3 dorms on that side of the pound, 3 dorms on that side of the pound, and say there's officers that work all 6 dorms, they might favor 2 other dorms than they do the other 4. So then everyone might want to be in them dorms over there because they feel like them officers don't shake down that much. They let them know when there's a shakedown coming. They don't really flip your shit. Or, you know, they let them hit canteen first. All these little things that'll make you feel like, man, I want to be in those dorms. You see what I'm saying? And then 9 times out of 10, you could go there or think that that's how it is. It just be gossip from inmate to inmate, spreading it around the compound that this dorm's the sweetest dorm. And then you get put in there and that officer just don't like you. Or he treats you totally different. And now that you're in that dorm, treats the whole dorm different. You see what I'm saying? That's just how it works. You feel me? But never ever judge a book by the cover. Literally. This is prison we're talking about. Okay? Worst thing they can do to you in the world, other than is put you in prison. Think about it. Everything goes down there. You feel me? But anyways, man, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video on up. Y'all make sure y'all say goodbye to this location. Spent a lot of time here, you feel me? But y'all make sure y'all stay tuned to the next video. Maybe a couple days I'll be dropping another one. Like I said, I'm in that process of moving. So y'all just bear with me. I appreciate y'all watching. I hope y'all like the video. And I'll catch y'all next time, man. That's Frog.